And now we should have sound, and now everything should be working. Hello, hello. Hi, Sabina. Hi, Jane. Hi, Linda. How are you, ladies? How are you doing? I'm fine, thank you. Having a lovely weekend here, and for my friends in the UK, you will not believe it, but we went to a place this afternoon where you can have fish and chips. No, I didn't have fish and chips. I had battered sausage and chips. And it was good. There you go. So all those of you in the UK must be a little surprised now that we did something like that. But yes, we did. So there we go. I have two announcements for you today. I have, of course, a new A Layer a Day subject, and then I also have a short demo moment. Now, as far as the drawing is concerned, the picking of the winner, there's a bit of a change. For the summer months, I will not be doing a one-on-one giveaway. I will be doing an ATC giveaway. So I'm going to be making an ATC today. And whatever name I pull out of the little pot, there's only a couple of names in there this time, well, you might receive one of those ATCs that I will be making. And yes, I'm looking over there because all the names are there. Hi, Celia. You just had Thai food. That's a good one too. That's a nice one to have too. Okay, I'm just gonna start rolling with it and start talking about what it is we are supposed to be talking. So hello, my lovely butterflies, and welcome for a new A Layer a Day. Before we dive into things, you know what time it is. First of all, a winner. I have all the names in here in my little basket. Innocent hand here. And the winner is, I'm looking at you all, something like that. This one! Ruth! Woohoo! You are winning this month's giveaway, which will be one of the ATCs that I will be making. In case you just missed it, I just talked about it. So for the summer, no one-on-one giveaway, but an ATC or something else that I will be making during the hangouts, during the lives, that will be coming your way. So this little ATC is going to come to you. So as mentioned, before I start with the A Layer a Day, I have two announcements. The first one is specifically for all those butterflies that are out there that are here in Belgium. On Tuesday, 4th of July, like the 4th of July, the forest needs to be with us. So I will be starting a new live session series, live as in together in one space. Here in Belgium, it will be at the Therapy House in Harmonie, where I'm actually sitting every Tuesday, having sessions with clients, coaching sessions. And it will be called Meditatively Creative. So in Dutch, meditatief creatief. And we will be having a small meditative moment and then linked to that a creative exercise that we will be doing together. And then the best part, we will actually be reading the result of that meditative creative exercise all together. So that is the first announcement. If you are in Belgium and you are interested, all the links to that are on my Facebook page, so you can find it all there, and then who knows, you might join us. The second announcement is online, is for everyone, drum rolls. Wednesday, the 5th, yes, it's gonna be a busy week. At 8:30 p.m. Central European Time, I will be live on the Paper Artsy People Facebook page for the announcement of my new stamps and stencils. So if you want to join, that will be on Wednesday, July the 5th, 8:30. So it's 1 hour later than our little video moments here on the Paper Artsy People Facebook page. And of course, I'll be sharing all about that on my social media so that you can join us there just as well if you would like that. Okay, now, time for a new A Layer a Day. Please, a new theme, please. Those who have been following me for a moment know how much I love Harry Potter. So I just had, for the very first time in 6 years of A Layer Day to do a magic theme. So this month is all going to be about magic. But you know me, I need to add a twist. So of course it's going to be with a twist. The first week, we're going to focus on spell. Now, you might be thinking, okay, I'm not into Harry Potter. I'm not into magic situations. Let's keep it real here. Spell. What spell would you like to be able to cast to diffuse situations? How about that? That is a sort of magical moment when you can actually do that, when you feel tension build up, whether it is within you or together with the people around you, and you have that power to diffuse that situation with one spell. What would that spell be for you? And of course, I had a little thing for myself. What is my spell? I actually already have one, and it is gratitude. I like to diffuse situations like that with gratitude. If it's tension within me, I like to feel inside to see what there is in that situation that I can still be grateful for. And if it's within people, is what can I be grateful for to have those people in my life? So gratitude is mine. The first theme within the magic theme is gonna be spell. What kind of spell would you like to be able to cast to diffuse situations? Or to do something else? If you feel like you need a magic spell to do something else, tell us all about it within your spread, share it on the forum, and I'm really curious to see what kind of spells I might pick up here and there from you so that I can use them myself. I totally forgot to mention that this week 26, this challenge will run from today, July 1st until July 8th, and then we will move on to a new theme within everything that is magic. I can already see all the little hearts popping up in the chat, so I guess you are with me. We're gonna have a Harry Potter themed month. Okay, that is how I like to see it. If you're not into Harry Potter or into that kind of magic situation kind of thing, well, focus on that. What kind of magic spell would you like to be able to cast to diffuse tension? Okay, I quickly need to check if my camera is still playing the correct game. Yes, it is, so that I can switch here. There we go, because it's demo time. Now, I was thinking about what I could be doing tonight, and well, of course, as I just said, the winner, Ruth, is going to receive one of my little ATCs that I will be making tonight. I might be making something else next time, but for tonight, it's a little ATC. I have these here. These are, let me show you. This is This Paper Specialty Stamping Artist Trading Cards from Lord Tim of Holtz. Well, it's actually just from Rager. Tim Holtz's name is not on there. But anyways, this is really, really fun paper to play with. I have colorized these just with some Distress Oxide that I smushed on my table, sprayed some water, and then swiped the paper through. These two were done with this color. This is the black one, the black soot one. This one is just a vintage photo. This one, I think I don't remember which color it is. So, but I thought it was a nice combination. Now the camera is a bit naughty with this color, but I thought it might be a nice combination to add a little word or something. So I wanted to keep those on my table just in case. You know how we creative people are. We have a lot of just in case kind of thingy things around us so that we can get going. And I've been making a couple of ATCs lately because of the new stems that are coming up. Of course, I will not be playing with those because secrets until Wednesday. But I have my previous collection here, and just with a couple of, ooh, my camera froze. Ooh, that is not nice. Camera, what are you doing? Oh, la 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 la. Yes, my camera froze. Okay, I'm just gonna switch it off for 1 second and see it if it agrees to come back to life. So yes, now you have a black screen. Totally normal. That is because the camera decided to no longer play along. Yes, and we are back. Let me see here if everything is still there. Okay. Oh, love Harry Potter, read all the books and saw the movies and own the DVDs. Of course, Linda, because you're my kind of people. Celia is getting ready to look into her crystal ball, and Ruth is saying, I'm definitely a witch, which Jane agrees with. Okay. Oh, Linda is a genie. Like that one too. Okay, so just with one stamp set, I'm going to be making one of the ATCs, and maybe with another stamp set, I will be doing another one. We'll see how long it takes me to do just one. And I want to start with this one. So this one was done with black soot in the background, and I really want to keep it super duper simple so that we can get to see a finished ATC when I'm done. Oh, the one thing that I didn't prep is the black paper. I like to put my ATCs on black paper when I'm done. I like to give them extra depth. But here we go. So I'm starting with FP031, which is one of my previous stamp sets, and this is just this thingy thing, which is a very cool background stamp if you ask me. And I'm going in with a contrasting color, which is this Uncharted Mariner, which is from Lord Timmervolts. And just stamping that right across. Look at that color. That is what we're going for. There we go. Now maybe a little thingy thing to wipe my stamp would be nice. So I like to stamp with watered down oxides, but I'm not doing it here yet because I really want this image to stay the way it is, like to be crisp on the ATC. I might do it with something else, but not just yet. First, I want to add some more of that gorgeous blue. And I want it to stay the way it is, so I don't want it to water down. I will be doing some watered down stamping afterwards. And I'm going to keep this here in the bottom of the ATC. Maybe a little bit more, like right here. Whoop. And the funny thing is when you just stamp it, it's like really on the ATC, and then as it starts to dry. Did my camera freeze again? Seriously? No, it didn't. Ah, good. It's sitting really on the paper, and then when it starts to dry, it slightly fades as if it's sinking into the paper. So this is really a very, very cool effect from the oxides on this type of paper. It doesn't do that on all types of papers, but it does it on this one. So how cool is that? Okay, let's quickly heat set this, because for the next one, I actually want to add water. Because I want to make it look like rust. And unlike what you might believe, I'm not going to use Rusty Hinge. Thanks, Linda, for confirming. It's because I couldn't see anything moving here, and then I thought it was freezing again. When I want to create a rusty effect, I don't go with Rusty Hinge. I could do that, but I really want to keep it soft. So I'm going in with Vintage Photo, which is going to be a bit softer for a finish. And I'm using another one of those stamps from that same stamp set. So I haven't changed stamp set. I'm just doing everything with that one and only stamp set. So this time I'm going to spray water. Now I'm not going to spray it on top of that because I don't want all of that to move around. There we go. And now I'm going to stamp this one, and I'm going to stamp it over that blue partially. Now my hand is wet, so I have to be careful not to move the ink around. There we go. And a little bit more here. And because this has water, it's going to dry in a completely different way than the rest that I've already applied. I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but it's already way softer than the rest of the stamping. Do I want to do it some more? Yeah, I want to do it some more. Do I want a little bit more candy? Yes, I want a little bit more candy. So there we go. Again, spraying some water, not on the ATC. And you know what? I'm gonna make the bottom a little bit heavier. It's always a nice thing to do, to have bottom of your work heavier than the top. It adds like direction to what it is you're making. And now we have a fly participating in the live. Hello, go fly somewhere else. Thank you. Et voilà. Again, I'm gonna quickly heat set this. Now I do want to add a little bit of splatters, like not too much, but just a little something to add a bit more interest to this all. So I'm just gonna take that same blue again, smush it on my table, add some water to that, and spray it. Well, spray it, not spray it. Flick it over the ATC so that I have a little bit more interest. Come on, paintbrush, you got this. There you go. And now I'm using a very fine paintbrush so that I have like very fine splatters. This is an ATC, it's a very small surface, so I cannot go too big. I mean, I don't want the splatters to be as big as my ATC almost. Now I'm not gonna let them dry completely. I'm gonna dab them off so that they are soft and just in the background. Very, very light. So it adds interest without being in your face. Now for the main stamp, which is this one. I want to use this one. I actually could go with this one. Decisions. You know what? I'm going to go with this one because this one has a lot on it and it would cover a great deal of the background and I don't want that. So I'm going to go with this one so that the background stays as visible as possible. That's a little small, but it will just about do the trick. And this way I can still have a finger underneath the stamp so that I can hold the ATC in place. Otherwise it's just going to stick to my stamp way up. Now to do these kind of things I like to use this ink, which is a VersaFine Clair, because it's really, really intense and I want this to be really, really intense. I mean, this is the main star of the ATC, so there we go. Yes! Now all that is missing is a little word and a little something that I like to add, and I'm going to show you in a second. I need a smaller stamp. Okay, which word am I going to use? Sign, love, joy, grow. Today, I feel like using love. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. Trying to have it straight on my block so that I can stamp it straight. Doesn't need a lot of ink, it's a small thingy thing. Can you feel the focus here to stamp it straight? There we go. Now for the secret little ingredient. You might have seen, I think it's on one of my latest YouTube videos where I talked about contrasting accents that would make everything pop. This is my secret ingredient. So this is just regular red paper, red paint that I put on regular paper so that every time that I need a little eeny meeny tiny heart, I can just use this. And I don't like to, never mind this, I don't know what that was. I don't know what I was doing. I don't like to cut like the round thingy things because it's hard to cut, especially if you want to do it like this small. So I'm gonna go with an angular little heart, and a pen that works might be a tiny bit better. Oh yes, I took them all out for the class and I forgot to put some back in here. What is this? Oh, this is a pen too. This is easier to cut out. Call me lazy if you want to. This just makes it easier. So just gonna go around that black line. And in the end, it will look like something that looks like a little heart, and that is all we need. is in the air. You use little red hearts, and even when love is not really in the air, it's a good thing to use little black hearts because it reminds you that love is never far away. There we go, and I have a little heart. Now, I like the edges to be like black. Where is my... They're not on the table. Ooh, that is not a good thing. Yeah, I've moved stuff that I needed to use for a coaching session, and that stuff has not made it back to my table just yet. So yeah, I'm blackening the edge so that you don't see that it's cut out little something. There we go. Now this is going to be interesting without my little tweezer thingy things to glue this in the right place on the paper. So I'm going to do this a little bit differently. Instead of putting the glue on my little heart, I'm going to put the glue where I want to have the little heart, and I'm using a toothpick. Just so that I can pick up a tiny bit of glue. That's a little bit too tiny. There we go. I want this little heart like over this thingy thing, so I'm going to place it here. And now, come on, little heart. Yeah, that is why I like to have my tweezers on the table. Now I can just make contact with that glue. Up. There we go. Taking away the excess glue. Very lightly. Et voila! This is a first ATC that is done. And this took me like, I don't know how many minutes, but not that long. Now, like I said, I like to place it on black paper. Now, I did not prep any black paper. Let's see if I have something like right here. Usually I do. And of course, today's a day that I'm not going to find any. Ah, here we are. This is black paper. And of course, that changes everything because it makes everything that is on the paper pop. Et voila! With a tiny mini red little heart. I don't know if the camera is picking this up properly. I'm waiting for the ink to be a little bit more dry to take the rest of that glue away. Yeah, I need more light when I do this. I always forget that I need more light. There you go. Simple. Very, very simple. So this ATC Ruud is going to come your way. There we go. Shall I do another one? Shall I do a quick second one? Okay, let's do a very quick second one. Like very, very quick. So I'm going to change stamp set, and this time I'm going to use, which one am I going to use? I'm going to use this one, which is the FP032. So I'm going to use this paper. I'm just going to use the same inks, those that I have on my table. So I'm going to go back in with blue, and let's do some of these. Very, very quickly. Because while you're watching this, you're not creating anything, aren't you? And that is not what we're here for. We're here to get you to create. So, look at that blue on top of that beige, grayish color. Okay, that's one. I'm gonna do the exact same thing as I did on the other one. Ooh, now I'm having, yeah, I'm gonna do this one in blue as well. There's more on this one that I could do in black actually, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna stick with the same colors as I did the first one with. There we go. A couple of crosses. Voila. Who said making cards should last 3 hours? It doesn't. It can go super fast. That is when you know what it is you want to do. When you have like a structure in your head and you know this is the structure that I want to follow, it goes very fast. Okay, then the thing that I did with the other ATC was to stamp with Vintage Photo, but I do need a bit of a bigger block here. Yeah, let's do this one. I don't like to place big blocks on my table when I'm doing this because of the lights. Ah, Linda, très beau. Merci, Linda. C'est très gentil de ta part. Which means that's very sweet of you. Okay, so I have my Vintage Photo thingy thing, just like I did with the other one, and hoppa. Ooh, that is gonna look like... So this stamp is actually cambric. If you've been following me, you know that I love my cambric, which is some sort of fabric. And you know what, I'm gonna add some more, like right there. I don't like that it's that empty. So cambric is some sort of cloth, but it keeps its shape way better than cheesecloth, for example. And on this stamp, it makes it even more interesting, because you don't even have to worry about what shape it's going to end up with. You already know because it's a stamp. Handy. Okay, quickly heat setting. There we go. There's some water puddling and I don't have time for that, so I'm just gonna... And again. Et voila. Ooh, I'm halfway out of the frame. I'm sorry. My camera's a little bit too far away from me. It makes it harder to stay in the frame. Okay, for my main image, I have decided it's time to go with this one because I really want all that scribbling. I really want that. Again, stamping that one in black. Is it straight, like ish? The thing with an ATC is that the surface is so small that when you don't stamp straight, you can see it really easily. Now this is going to be slightly taller than my ATC, which is going to make it interesting because I'm going to stamp it right in the middle, but we probably are not going to see the entire top and bottom edges. Love the scribbles. Thank you, Linda. Oh, yeah, that's what you get when you have a bigger... Ooh! Well, we do see the edges. So it would have been nice if it was a little bit higher, but it is what it is. Okay, this is very shiny from ink, so I really need to dry this. Because if I touch this, this will not be very interesting. We will have black ink everywhere. Okay, again, I need a little heart, so I'm gonna do the same thing. Now I need it to be a little bit bigger because this is a little bit bigger, isn't it? This might be a little too big, but that's okay. It will just cover it. Just standing in the bottom. Yes, I just said you need to make your bottom a little bit heavier to make it more interesting. There you go. I did that on purpose. That's the trick of mixed media artists, isn't it? They do everything on purpose. That's one. That's two. It's so easy to make these little rectangular hearts. Makes it so easy to cut them out. Now to do the edges. can glue it down. So taking my trusted toothpick again. There we go. We just need like one little drop of glue, of course. Will it fit? Will it? Will it? Will it? If it doesn't, it's okay. It will just have a black edge. Et voilà. Now, before gluing this on the black paper, I will probably go around with a little distress ink. I'm not gonna do that now because it's not dry and I don't want to smudge everything, and I don't want Ruth to receive two smudged little ATCs. That wouldn't be nice. Let me see if I can get a little bit closer with the camera. Ta-da! There you go. This is what they look like. So a little bit of ink on the edge before sticking them down on the paper. And then I have two little ATCs. So Jane is saying that her bottom is already heavy enough. Jane, you and me both, girl. My bottom is heavy enough as well. But I like my little bottom. Little self-love here. Okay, well, that's it. That's all I had for you. Yes, they actually do work together. That's the thing when you use the same elements or kind of elements. You get something that works together. So there you go. Well, that's it for the little demo. I'm gonna switch cameras again if I can find right. There we are. Hello again. And now I need to go back here. So the new theme is magic. This week we're starting with spell. What kind of spell would you like to master to diffuse situations? So it's still magic. It's still, when you can do that, it feels like magic, but we need a spell to do that. What is your spell, or which spell would you like to be the master of so that you can actually diffuse situations? Thank you so much for joining me today. If you are one of my members, remember tomorrow Sunday we are hanging out with the Chrysalis members. If you're not one of my members, you can still join. Tuesday, the first ever live Meditatief Creatief here in Belgium in Diest. If you're around, you can join us. And on Wednesday, I will be on the Paper Artsy People Facebook group for the live launch of my new stamps. Looking forward to see you all there. Thank you for being here with me, all my lovely members, always there live for me. You're in my heart. And see you next time. Don't forget to put down a layer a day in a mindful way. Butterfly kisses.